Hey guys, my name is Daniel, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create your own digital AI clone, mass produce social media content, and use that content to promote software and services to earn affiliate commissions. And for those of you who wonder, why is he doing this? Is he becoming the next aspiring course seller, guru, scammer? And to that I have to say no, because actually I have lost quite a lot of money because I've fallen for many of those claims that those gurus made, and by now it should be around 17 to 20,000 euros because I'm in Germany, and I was never able to make the money back. I earned a couple of $100, but if you compare that to the investment that I made, I essentially lost the money. Okay, and a few days ago on YouTube I discovered a new channel called ShineFi, and this dude, he's called Chase. He's teaching the exact method that I'm going to show you, because a couple of years ago he had a successful service business, but over the past few months and years he transitioned to doing affiliate marketing. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's essentially that you're promoting products on the internet, and whenever people decide to sign up for that product or service by using your affiliate link, you get a small commission, right? That doesn't cost more for the user, and it's already included in the subscription fee. It's just the way these companies incentivize content creators to promote their services, essentially. And I won't copy him 100% because I don't think it's good business practice, because over the past few months I've been dabbling in this AI space. I've also been learning how to program, not just web applications, but mobile applications. And well, I've gathered quite a lot of knowledge, I'd say, and I want to use this knowledge to enhance and improve his strategy even more, to make it even easier for you guys to copy me and to do the same. Now, you might be wondering, but there are only so many people that can do this, because at the end, if we're all promoting the same software and services to the same people, at some point there won't be any people to promote the software to, right? And to that I have to say, first, the internet is really big. Right now you have around 5.52 billion people using the internet, and the strategies that you learn you can apply to different niches and essentially to different target audiences. So you can promote, I don't know, services to bartenders that want to quit their job, or to people that like gardening, right? The only thing, or the only difference, is the content that you create, because maybe you have more knowledge in gardening and you want to create gardening content, right? And automate this process. And the last thing is, and this is probably the most important one, only 1 to 3% of people who are watching this video will only ever really take action, because the rest is either too lazy, don't believe in themselves, or they're just too complacent. Now, how is this going to work? If you have a look at this AI clone checklist, you will find the link to the checklist down below. You will see a step-by-step strategy that you can just copy, and you will find all the tools in it. And if you click on the 400 plus AI tools checklist, those tools are essentially the tools that I'm going to use to build the strategy. Now, in the beginning, I only really need like 3 to 5 tools to fully create the automation and the strategy. But throughout the next few weeks, I will probably use other tools to test them and show you the improved strategy. Now, whenever you decide to use the same software and to support me and this channel, you can use the affiliate link to sign up to one of the software. You won't have to pay more. You can still use the free trial phases for all of those softwares. And if you decide to continue to use the software and you make the first payment, this is the moment when I earn a small affiliate commission. But as I've said, it's already included in the subscription, and you don't have to pay more because of it. Now, let's have a look at how the strategy actually works. Okay guys, so before we dive into the strategy, I want to talk about how you can in general make money online. So if we have a look at the diagram, you can see that there are only so many ways to make money online, right? You could sell services like web development or web design. You could do affiliate marketing and content creation, and we're doing a combination of those two. You could sell physical products, digital products, online courses and teaching. And again, please don't make the mistake and buy a course for $5,000, $6,000, $10,000. It's not worth it. Or you could do drop shipping, or you could do print on demand. Now, at the end of the day, those methods are based on one specific thing, which is you have to sell something. And if you don't like sales or selling, you definitely have to work on your belief system if you want to make money online. Because even if you're just promoting softwares or products, it's essentially selling to people. in a specific way, right? And I mean, our whole economy is built upon the back of people that are selling not just products, but even ideas, right? If you think about Elon Musk, before he started SpaceX, he had to sell the idea of a private rocket company to people so that they would give him money, right? And selling is not bad. And I'm telling you this because for the longest time of my life, I held this belief, and it really held me back in many situations. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, let's have a look at the strategy. So first of all, we create the digital clone, right? And for that, we need around 20 to 25 different photos of ourselves. They should have good or different lighting. They should have a clean background. You should have multiple angles and a high resolution. And we also have to record a voice, and we also have to record our voices. Now, you should make sure that you're in a quiet environment. You use a quality microphone. You don't have to use a microphone like I'm doing right now. Your smartphone microphone should be enough. Just make sure that you talk directly into the microphone and you don't have any background noise. Maybe you can do a test recording and see how that works. And we are going to use a service called not ElevenLabs, but PlayHT. And I'm going to show you in a bit. So the reason why I'm not going with ElevenLabs is because on the free tier, you're not able to clone your voice. There are essentially many voice cloning services, but PlayHT really is the best choice because it provides the best quality, right? And let's have a look at play.ht. So if you go to their website and you click on pricing, you can see that you get a free plan with 12,500 free characters, and you can create one instant voice clone. Now, their paid tier is a bit more expensive compared to the others, but as I've said, in terms of quality, it's the best. And as you already know, voice quality or audio quality is really good. It's really important because if your video has a shitty audio quality, think about yourselves. You probably will scroll even faster if the voice is not clean, right? There's another service called Element, and you can also clone voices. You get 15,000 free characters, but the problem with that is I've compared all those tools, and Element is way worse in terms of quality because the intonation is not correct. It sounds a little bit shaky, your voice, and it just sounds like a robot. And PlayHT really provides the best audio quality, and I will show you how to set it up properly. Now let's head back over to the strategy. Next step that we are going to do is we generate a LoRa model. You don't really have to know what a LoRa model is. You just have to know that we're essentially training an AI model to be able to create images of yourself. And for that, we're going to use a service which is called Replicate. So you can head over there, create an account, and then you will be redirected to your dashboard. Now, it might look confusing at first, but I promise it's simple if you know what you need to do, right? Just a quick heads up, training this AI model to your likeness costs a little bit of money. It's around $2 to $4 depending on the amount of images that you use. But if you're going with 20 to 25 images, it should cost around, as I've said, $2 to $4. So it's not that expensive. And after that, we are going to need to create the content automation system. Now, we're not covering the whole content automation system in this video, simply because, well, I need to explain a bit more stuff when it comes to programming. But as I've said, I will also provide you with a finished program so that you can use them and you don't have to code anything at all. But we're going to set up the manual way, right? We're going to work with a tool called Radar, and it's essentially a social media management tool, right? You can post content on different platforms. If you go to their pricing page, you will see that it costs $10 per month, but you get a free 14-day trial, so you can test it for free. You don't have to pay a dime, because we still need a way of posting the content, right? I can show you how to clone yourself and how to create a marketing system with complicated funnels. But if you are not able to post social media content, what's it worth, right? And the last part is to create a marketing system. And for that, we're going to use Groove. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's essentially a funnel builder software. So a funnel is a, well, basic version of a website, so to speak. In the website, you usually have this navigation bar at the top where you can click things. And a funnel really is just a page with some text or a video and one button, so that the user is quote unquote forced to only do one specific action, which is to enter their email address and download the free stuff that you promised them. So for example, the checklist, or if you're in a different niche with gardening, maybe a guide or whatever. And again, it looks quite complicated, but really, if you know how to click buttons on a screen and put different objects anywhere, if you know how to use Word, it's essentially very simple. So if you scroll down, you will find that they have a free trial. You don't even have to enter your payment information. The only thing that you need to do is to create an account, and you will get free access to their enterprise tier. And you can create unlimited websites, funnels, contacts, and so on. Now, if you scroll down, if you look at their pricing though, let's see, I think it was on the other page at the top. So see plans and pricing. Now you can see that they have a limited time offer, and really it's not that they always have a limited time offer, but they often have somewhat of a special deal, because that's just how these softwares or how these companies sell, right? If you read, oh, it's $3,588 per year and now I can get it just $500, you're probably more likely to buy the software, right? It's just a psychological principle. Well, but as I've said, you get a free 30-day trial. You can even create another trial account if you need to test the software even more. But other than that, they have pretty competitive prices when you compare it to the other industry solutions. So I've decided to go with them because many other softwares that do the same only have a 14-day trial, and you get double the amount with this software, right? Now, after we've created the squeeze page, and I know it's not a really pretty name, but it's just the name the industry came up with. A squeeze page is essentially what I just explained. You have a page. Essentially, you want to create a squeeze page to collect email addresses. So let me show you how that looks. You usually have a headline and maybe a subheadline. Then you have either text or a video sales letter like you see here, and you have a button underneath, and if you click it, a pop-up appears where users can enter their first name and the email address, and then they are added to an email list, and they will get access to whatever free thing you promised them, right? And you really want to do this because you need some kind of email capture, because think about it. If those social media platforms go away one day, you will lose all of your asset that you have built so far, right? And you might ask yourself, how likely is that those social media companies will go away? If you're in the US, you've probably followed the current situation with TikTok. They will be banned if they can't manage to sell to an American investor. So there's that, right? Sometimes it's those social media companies can vanish quicker than you might think. This is why you want to own the customer information, so to speak, right? Because you can keep promoting offers, create content for them, funnel them to your, or send them to your YouTube videos, and promote different services, even though the platform where you've originally collected their information doesn't exist anymore. And the last part that we need to do is to design an email sequence. So whenever the user signs up, he will add it to a specific email campaign. For example, a welcome series where he will get access to the free tool or to the free thing that you promised him. And also you want to nurture him over the next few days to provide more content so that he gets to know and trust you. And it will be easier to promote different products and offers if people already know you and know that you provide helpful content and that you can help them solve their problems. Okay, now that you have a good overview of the strategy, I think we should start with creating the AI clone. And for that, I want to show you what kind of images you need to use. So for that, let's head over to my desktop, and you want to create 1 by 1 images. So for example, 1024 by 1024 or 1080 by 1080, whatever, but they need to have a square format, so to speak, and you want to take a photo of yourself from different angles with different faces, as you can see here, and different lighting. You can see in every image the lighting is a bit different because the shadows are at the bottom or at the top or whatever. And with that, you also want to give your images a specific name, and I'm going to explain why. So you want to give it a name which is a_photo and of_, and then this has to be a unique identifier. So for example, if your name is James, you can also use James, but add a unique number, string of numbers at the end. So James 8521, for example, because you don't want to have the same identifier as someone else, if that makes sense. You want to have a unique one that's, well, unique to yourself. And at the end, you want to append the different numbers for each of the photos, right? From 1 to, if you used in that case, 25. And then you want to head over to Replicate, as I've said. So let's quickly open that, create an account, and then you want to search for the following thing. You want to enter Flux Dev LoRa training. And here you want to search for Ostris/Flux Dev-LoRa-trainer. You want to click it. And here we need to do a few things. So first of all, we need a destination here on Replicate where you want to store the model. And this is usually your account name, and then you can add whatever folder name you like. Just use one that is, well, descriptive, because maybe you create other models in the future and you want to, well, always know what kind of model you're currently working with, right? The next thing that you need to do is to add the input images in a zip folder. So for that, you just click on it and then you zip up the folder with zip up all the files. In my case, I called it training. You want to choose this, put it here. You need a trigger word, and this is the unique identifier I told you about. And in my case, I used 0x20d. Leave auto caption as it is. You don't need the auto caption prefix. You don't need the auto caption suffix. As for the steps, usually the default amount of steps is 1,000. I've created 3 models so far, and I've experimented with different step numbers. So I think I tried 1,000, 1,250, and 1,400. You can't really see a big difference. You have to try it for yourself, but usually around 1,000 to 1,500 is a good choice. LoRa rank, you can leave it at the default. And now we need 2 more things. So first of all, we need the Hugging Face. This is what the HF stands for. We need the Hugging Face repo ID, and we need the Hugging Face token. And for that, well, you guessed it, need to head over to a website called huggingface.co. And now that we're on Hugging Face, we need to do a few things. So first of all, you want to click on the profile image at the top right, and you want to click on New Model. And here you can see that you are the owner currently, and you can enter a model name. So in my case, I went with 020D LoRa V1, for example. Please make sure that you choose public, because if you set it to private, Replicate won't be able to pull the repository, if that makes sense, okay? So you want to create the model. And the next thing that we need to do is we need a Hugging Face token. So for that, you need to click on your profile picture once again and click on Access Tokens. And here, as you can see, I already have some access tokens. So you want to click Create New Token. You want to give it a name. I just call it Replicate Tutorial Demo. And you want to give it these 6 user permissions. So read and write, and also the inference ones. And you want to scroll down, you want to click Create Token, you want to copy that, head back over to Replicate and put it here. And then you can enter the Hugging Face repo ID here. For that, you have to, well, either you remembered your repo name, or you head back over to your profile, you click on the repo and you click copy it, and then you head back over to Replicate and paste it here. Now, as you can see in the description, it says Hugging Face repository ID. If you'd like to upload the trained LoRa to Hugging Face, for example, lucataco/flux dev LoRa. If the given repo does not exist, a new public repo will be created. So you don't have to do this step manually on Hugging Face. You can also just enter a specific name, and Replicate will automatically create the repo for you. And now, if you've entered all of the different information, you want to click Create Training, and then you will be redirected to a page that looks something similar to this. So on the left, you will see all the info that you put in, and on the right, you will eventually be able to download the weights. And here in this small window, you will see the progress. So as you can see here, this training took around 18 minutes. And if we head back over to the training page, you can see that it says here at the top, training for this model run on NVIDIA H100 GPU, which costs 0.001525. And if we calculate how much that is, so the training took around 18 minutes and each minute has 60 seconds, and we need to multiply this by 0.01525, you can see that I paid around $2 to train the model. So it's affordable, it's not too much. And of course, if you choose more steps or more images, this number can increase. But still, if you don't train the model on 1,000 images for, I don't know, 10,000 steps, you will probably not pay more than like $4 to $5 really. Now you might ask yourself, when the training is finished, what do I do then? So if you've by now, if you've entered the Hugging Face repo, Replicate should have uploaded the model to your repository on Hugging Face, and this will look something like this, right? It will it will give the model a name. So in this case, flux_replicate, and it's a safe tensors file, right? This is the model file that you need. And if you want to create images of yourself on Replicate, you have to head over to Replicate and enter the name of the model, which is FluxDev LoRa, and you want to choose that one, lucataco/FluxDev LoRa. And here you can essentially enter all of the different image requirements. So we could go with 1:1 aspect ratio. Maybe we choose 4:5 if we want to create an Instagram post. And the prompt strength you can leave at the default. You want only one image to be output. The number of inference steps we can set to 35. Usually more means better, but just to a certain extent, right? At some point you won't see any real difference in quality. The guidance scale you can leave at the default value. You don't want to enter a seed because you want to work with a random seed. You don't really have to know what that means. Just go with it. It's not really that important. And here you want to enter your Hugging Face LoRa repo. So you want to head over here, want to copy that, and then you want to paste that here. And you want to push the LoRa scale all the way up to 1 because you want the image or the subject in the image to look 100% like you, not just 80%, right? So, and now we can enter a prompt, maybe something like 0x20d at the beach, smiling lightly at the camera. And please keep in mind, this is not a exact science, right? Sometimes it will, if you're a guy, it will show you as a girl. Sometimes if you're a girl, it will show you as a guy. You have to play around with the prompts a little bit. And well, I just want to say not every image will be a success, so to speak, right? Sometimes you have to create 1, 2, maybe 3 images until you get what you want. But that's just the current state of AI. These models still develop, and these models still develop. That's what I'm trying to say. Now let's hit run. And if you've done everything correctly, you should see that the model is booting up, so to speak, and you should see the different inference steps appear inside of this window in a bit. I will probably speed up this video and then show you the result. Now, this is something that I've just explained, right? It looks kind of like me, but as a, not so pretty girl. So let's do this one more time. Maybe I can enter the word male before that so that we increase the chances of getting the real me, so to speak. Now, this looks a lot better. Now, obviously, the nose isn't quite there yet, but other than that, it looks pretty good, right? And you can also choose something like, okay, male at the beach, and we'll do holding a sign saying, "Hello, I'm Daniel." So let's try that one more time. Now, and this looks much better. Now, apparently you want to be a bit more precise with the prompt because you want to talk about the different clothing and everything, right? But other than that, it looks pretty good. FluxDev LoRa is real, or FluxDev really is the first model that is able to create real human looking like hands. Other than that, you always had those, I don't know, weird transformations that looked kind of whack, to be honest. Now let's head back over to the strategy. Let me see, where is it? I think it should be this one. Yeah, okay. Now the next thing that we need to do is to create a voice clone, right? And for that, as I've said, we're using PlayHT. So let's head over there. If you haven't already, please create an account and then you will be redirected to the studio. And really the thing that you need is a voice recording of yourself, right? So you want to click on voice cloning, and it will probably say that I'm not able to create another voice clone because I'm only using the free version. But if you click it, you want to choose instant, then another pop-up will appear where you can either record yourself with your laptop microphone, and usually laptop microphones are not the best, right? Because you have a lot of noise and background noise. So you want to choose your voice sample that you've recorded earlier with your microphone or with your phone, right? And then it should be pretty quick. It only takes a couple of seconds and you will be redirected to this page, and here you can enter something. So let's say hello, I'm an AI voice clone and I want to promote services and products on the internet. Now I will increase my audio output a bit and then I will click generate voice. This should take only a couple of seconds. You can always regenerate the voice if you don't like the first result. Now let's play it.
Hello, I'm an AI voice clone and I want to promote services and products on the internet.
Now, as you can see, it even has this light breathing because sometimes I breathe a lot during talking, and it even picked up that, so that's pretty decent. Now let's head back over to the strategy, and as you can see, we're already done with the digital clone creation, so it wasn't that complicated, right? Now, the next thing that we want to do, and I think we will go with the marketing system first. I want to show you how to build the squeeze page with GrooveFunnels, create the headline, the copy, record the tutorial video, and then we go with the email automation. And the last step is that we connect everything to Radar. For that, let's head back over to Groove. And if you created the account, you will be redirected to this page. And at the top, you will find quick links to their different tools, so to speak. But the tool that we need right now is GroovePages, GrooveFunnels. So you want to click on it. And then you will be redirected to a page where you can see your current landing pages, right? And you want to click on new site, and you can choose from a variety of different templates. Now you want to click on funnels, and you want to choose a funnel that only has like 2 pages maybe, because that's all we need for now, right? We need a landing page with the video in the middle and a headline at the top, and then we want to add a button underneath the video. Now I'm probably going with a different funnel. I think, what is a good idea? So maybe let's go with this one, right? Because it only has 3 pages. And by the way, you also don't have to choose all of the pages. You can just check the 2 that you want to import. So in our case, we want to import the first one and the second one because we will use this second one as a thank you page. So after the user has entered their information like first name and email, and he clicks send, in the background, we will add his email address to our database, and then the user will be redirected to the second page where it says, okay, thank you for signing up. Please check your emails, and proceed from there. Okay, so we'll choose those 2 and click on import selected pages. We want to give it a name, call it Profit Protocol Demo YouTube. Click on start building. This should only take a couple of seconds, and then you will be in their website editor. Now you might have a different background. I have a dark mode enabled. This is why your background will probably be white and not black, I think. But other than that, it should look pretty similar. Now, the first thing that I want to do is I want to delete the top section because I hate those fucking timers, right? I think it's scammy. And really, if you promote a free checklist, it's not that this only available for a limited amount of time, right? Because you can give it away endlessly, so to speak. So you want to click on the top section, and if you do this, you can see that this red frame appears around it, and then you can basically do different things. So first of all, if you hover over it, a toolbox appears where it says spacer. So this is how you can improve this, increase the spacing. So for example, the inner distance, which is the padding, you can see what is happening, and the outer distance, basically push it down from the top. But what we want to do is we want to delete it, right? You could also create a block. So if you, I don't know, maybe you build some projects in the future and you realize, okay, I'm always using the same things that I'm building, then you want to want to save the block so that you can use it in other projects. Okay, now, but this time we want to delete everything, and it asks you, are you sure? Yes, and now it's gone. If you click in the headline, you essentially see the different settings that you get for each element on the right side, in the right sidebar. So if you click on text, for example, you can click on font and you can choose a different font. So for example, I like, where is it? It's called Crimson, I believe. Crimson text, so maybe we can go with this one. We can even increase the size, maybe you can change the alignment. We'll go with center. You can change the weight, so you can make it bold or regular or semi-bold, whatever you like. And the same is true for the subheadline. Now you might wonder, okay, how can I add the YouTube video to this placeholder? And for that, first what you have to do, for some reason, the settings button doesn't appear. So what we need to do is we need to click on elements, and then you want to scroll down to media, and you want to put this element here. You want to delete this one. And now if you click here, you will see that you have this settings button, and you want to click it. And here you have to enter your YouTube video ID. Now for that, we'll have to head over to YouTube. And I need to click on my videos. I have only one video uploaded. And here you want to click on Get Shareable Link and head back over to GrooveFunnels, and you want to paste that here. And you need only the last part of the URL, which is the ID. Now, if you click on Update and Close, you will immediately see the video. So you could also hide the controls, but I won't do this because I want to give the user the option of increasing the video speed, for example. You could also enable autoplay. I also don't want this. So we'll just go Update and Close, and now your video appears and you could play it. Now you can play it in the editor, really. You have to first save it, and then you click on the eye icon and a new tab will open. And this is, so you can essentially see how your website is currently looking, right? And if you click it, the video will start playing. Now let's head back over to the editor once more. So we don't need all of the different sections at the bottom. So what we're going to do is we will simply delete them, right? You can also edit the footer. So maybe you want to call it Profit Protocol 2024, built with, I don't know, love and happiness. You can link to your privacy page and terms of service page. So you just click it and then you click on the settings button, and here you can choose what you want to do. So we want to link to a page, and then you can basically choose the different page that you want to link to. So, but first you have to create the privacy page, right? And you do this by clicking on Pages. And now, as you can see here, you can choose funnels, webinars, pop-ups, and what you want to choose is website. You want to click on the plus sign. And you want to do the same thing, right? Click on complete sites, use a design that you like, and then import one page. And then you want to go to a privacy page generator and just copy paste the content from there. Now, we also don't need this here. So we want to delete it. And we also don't need the timer. So the question is, can I delete everything together? For some reason, I can't. So I will quickly delete all of this and then I will get back to you. Okay, so now how can you add a different element? So as you can see, I've also deleted the button. So we want to click on the left menu, go to elements, and then you want to find buttons. And here you have different options, right? You can choose between outline button, solid button. So in our case, I just want to go with maybe this one here. I click it, I drag it. So you want to put it here. Now, as you can see, it doesn't look pretty good, right? We want to increase the margin at the top. So let's quickly do this. Push it a bit down, maybe like so. Let's go with 30. And we also want to change the button label. So it shouldn't say solid button. It should say get the free AI checklist. And we also want to link to something. We want to link to a pop-up now. As you can see here, if you choose pop-up and click on regular, you are not able to choose a pop-up because we haven't created one yet. So let's go with none for now. Let's do it like so. And you can also click on text, change the font, for example, to Crimson Pro again, make it bigger. So this is the same as with every other element. Now, how to create the pop-up. So for that, we need to click on pages, and you will see here the pop-ups, and you want to click on the plus sign, and then you want to choose a pop-up. Let's just go with this one here, and you can click live preview. Now we're just going, now we're just importing it. You will be redirected to the pop-up template editor, so to speak, and here you can change the text the same way as with the other elements. So download the free AI checklist. And you also want to change this and want to say, okay, enter your first name and email address to receive the free AI checklist with around 400 AI tools to promote. Now, the next thing that we need is we need another input field, right? Because we don't just want the email of the user, we also want his or her first name. And for that, we once again have to click on this menu, click on elements, and then you want to scroll down to form, and you want to choose this input field, and you want to make sure that you put it inside of the form container. And you can see the form container is wrapped in this dashed line, so to speak, and you want to put it here. Now, currently it looks a bit different from the other input fields, so you want to change the styling a bit. Now, since this is the same as with the other elements, I won't do it now. The only thing that I want to do is to change the placeholder and say your first name, and you want to click the check mark. And since it's just a demo, we'll leave it at that. You can change the styling so that it looks exactly like the second input field. But what we want to do now is we want to save, or rather save and exit, and you will be redirected to the other editor. And now we have to click the button, click on the settings, and now you want to choose the pop-up, and you want to select pop-up number 1. Then you want to click either the check mark or update and close, and you want to hit save. Now, one thing that you will realize if you look at the page and you click on the button, you will see nothing happens, right? And this is because we have to do yet another thing. So let's get back over to the editor, and then you have to click on pages, pop-ups, and you want to choose the pop-up, click on the 3 dots and click on edit. I think it's edit settings, exactly. And then you have to scroll down, and you can see it says here on which page this pop-up appears. And you want to choose show on selected pages, and here you want to choose the page where you want the pop-up to appear. Now in our case, that's the order page, right? Because this is what the page is called. And then you want to click check, and you want to hit save. And now, if we have done everything correctly, and we go to the preview and we click this, the pop-up appears, okay? Now, the next thing, because if we enter something, we say Daniel, and we say, I don't know, this email, and we click enter, you will see nothing is happening because we still have to create an integration and an automation. And I'm going to show you how to do this now. So for that, we'll close that. We'll also close the tab and go back to the editor. Now, first of all, we have to go to the pop-up and click on Edit. And here, click on the button on the settings. And as you can see here, it says Button Action Submit. And this is correct, right? We want to have the submit action because we want to submit, or the user should be able to submit some data. Now, but what we want to do is we want to click on the form container. So as you can see, the two input fields and the button are inside of this form container. And then you will see a button at the top right, which says Configure Settings. And we need to add an integration. And the integration that we want to add is Aweber. And this is email service. Now, I know I've told you we're going with MailerLite, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it work behind the scenes because GrooveFunnels doesn't provide a native integration with MailerLite, so I had to use a service called Zapier, and for some reason, I wasn't able to fetch the user data, so the email and the first name, with Zapier, which is why I couldn't send the data through Zapier to MailerLite. Now, this is why we are going to use Aweber. So if you click on the pricing, you will see that they also have a free tier. You get 500 subscribers, but you also can, send unlimited mails, so to speak. So the only thing that's a bit worse is the amount of subscribers you get on the free tier, but it will be easier to integrate with GrooveFunnels. If you're in Aweber, you need to create an account and then you want to do a few things. So the first thing that you need to do is you want to click on the drop-down list options and go to list settings. And here you can give your list a name, right? So in my case, I went with Profit Protocol, and you can also give it a description. And if you change this, you shouldn't be able to see the button. But as you can see behind my image at the bottom right, you will see a button which says Save List Settings. And this is all you need to do inside of Aweber. Now, if we head back over to GrooveFunnels, you need to do a few more things in GrooveFunnels. And this is, you have to set up a integration. Hello, this is Daniel from the future. When I was editing the video, I realized that I forgot a tiny little thing, which could lead to the automation that we're going to build in the next few minutes not going to work. So if you're in your pop-up editor, you want to click on the input field and you want to click on settings, and here you want to input name in both input fields, and the same is true for the second input field, right? You want to call it email and email, because if you click on the input setting and you go to form container, and you will see in the next few minutes that I will set up the Aweber automation, this could throw an error, right? Because Aweber needs to know where to grab the name and the email, so to speak. This is why you need to put in the name here. And now we continue with the rest of the video. Okay, and for that, we first click Save. You want to head back to the editor. And now, as you can see at the top, it says Publish. Now you want to click it. You want to click on Manage Domains. And here at the top bar, it says Integrations. And as you can see, I already have Aweber here. So let me quickly delete it. And what you want to do is you want to click the plus sign, you want to choose Aweber, and here, then it says, please click here to authorize your Aweber account. So you click it, and you have to enter your Aweber information, and you want to click on Allow Access. Now, unfortunately, this is a bit stupid how this is solved, because you will be redirected to your Groove page, right? So what you need to do is you need to click on the page once again, and click on Publish again, Manage Domains, click on Integrations. You have to click on Integration once again, choose Aweber, and now it says, thank you, your Aweber account has been verified. So the user experience with that one is a bit weird, right? Because you would expect that you just land on this page once again. It says, thank you, Aweber account has been verified automatically. But it's what it is. So you can add a description, just call it Aweber Profit Protocol, for example, in my case. And then you want to click Save. And now your Aweber connection appears here. So you can close this. And now what you need to do is you probably have to reload once again so that the data is up to date. You want to click on pop-ups once again, go to Edit. And you want to click on the form container once again, configure settings, and now you should be able to choose Aweber here. And you can also choose what to do when the user hits the send button, or the button, so to speak. And first of all, you need to choose the list. So in my case, that's Profit Protocol. That's the list that we've created inside of Aweber, right? And you also have to provide a thank you redirect link. And we want to link to a page, and the page in this funnel is the order confirmation page. And then you want to click update and close, or the check mark, whatever you want. You want to click save and save in Accent. And now let me check if we've done everything correctly. We should be able to add users to our Aweber. So unfortunately, I can't show you how this looks like, because as you can see here at the bottom right, it says preview mode is for current page only. Links are disabled. So we can't really click this link, right? This is why it doesn't work. So this is why I will show it to you on my live page. So if we go to Profit Protocol, and you will see that, well, I have the button at the bottom, and I click Daniel, and I say maybe we'll choose that one. We'll click get free link, and we will be redirected. And now if we go to Aweber, we refresh, we should be able to see the user. As you can see here, he appeared. Now it says pending, and this is because you will receive a confirmation email. Right here at the top it says response required, confirm your subscription, and then the user has to click confirm subscription. It says your subscription has been confirmed. If you head back over to Aweber, it now says subscribed. Now, and you can change this confirmation email, right? If you go to, I think it should be list options, and at the top it says confirmation message, and here you can edit the message content. You have around 500 characters to write in the header, so you can only say confirm subscription, or you can say, well, welcome to this project, whatever you want, and then you click on apply changes, and the confirmation message will now look different. Now, the last part that we need to do is we need to create an automation, right? Because right now we have added users to the list, but we also want to send them an email with the checklist, right? Or with a link to the checklist. So for that, we'll have to do the following. We'll click on automation and click on campaigns. And as you can see here, it says template welcome campaign. And if you click it, you will see their automation editor. Now, this is also the one automation that you get with Aweber on the free tier, right? So you want to make the best use of it. And for that, we can choose a certain trigger. Now, in our case, we want to start the campaign on subscribe. So whenever a user is subscribed to our, in that case, Profit Protocol list, we want to trigger the campaign. And we can also apply a tag. So if you click, you can choose a tag, or you can even enter a new one, and it will automatically create the tag. And the same is true for the send message part, because if you click on this button, you will see that the selected message currently is thanks for signing up. If you click it, you will be redirected to their email editor, and you can basically create the email in a way that you want. So for example, you could delete this, and you could say, thank you so much for signing up. To get access to the free AI checklist, please click the button below to download the checklist. And then you can, from the left, drag a button, put it here, and you can click on it. You can change the button label. You could say grab free AI checklist, AI tools checklist. And we also need a URL, right? So this is why you want to head over to, I think it should be this one, want to head over to your Google Sheet, wherever you have the free content that you want to give the user. So maybe it's in your Google Drive, and you want to click on share. Make sure that you say anyone with the link. You want to copy the link, head back over to Aweber, and you want to paste the URL here. And you want to save. And now, for those of you who've never worked with Google Sheet, essentially, if you click on this link that I have copied in the button, you will see this. But if you're not authenticated with my account, you won't be able to do anything with the sheet, right? So this is why you have to click on File, make a copy, and maybe some of the users don't know this. So I want to add this information and say, okay, here's how you make the best use of the checklist. First, click on I know, what's it say? Click on File, make a copy. So click on File, make a copy, and you just want to explain the steps that the user needs to take in order to get access to the list and to start building their own funnel, so to speak. Now you can also change the button color, as you can see here. Maybe you make it so that it has your brand color. So in my case, that's I think FF9000 or something like this. Well, you can really add an image at the top, maybe for your YouTube channel logo or your Instagram channel logo. So you can just create email in the way you want to have it, right? And if we head back over to the strategy, you will see that we're now done with most of the things that we need to do, right? So we have created the digital clone and the voice clone, and we've also created the marketing system. Now at this point, the only thing that you can create really is images, right? For the videos, we have to do a few more things, and I have to show you a few more things. But before this video gets too long, I think we call it a day, because you can now create images with Replicate, and it costs around, I think, 3 to 4 cents per image. You have the marketing system with your landing page or squeeze page. You can capture emails, you can send emails to users. Now, the last part that we need to do is to set up Radar, and so that we can schedule the posts, right? So let's do this. So you can either click the link in the Google Sheet and sign up for an account, or you can just go to Radar, create an account if you don't want to use my affiliate link, no biggie. And then you will see this page. Now, it might look a little bit confusing at first, but it's not, I promise. So on the left, you essentially have different things that you can do. So if you click on publishing, you can watch a tutorial, but really what you need is this content calendar, so to speak. And as you can see right now, we're at the 28th on Thursday. And if you click the plus sign, you can create a new post. Now, first of all, you have to connect the channel. So what you need to do is you create a YouTube channel, you create a Instagram channel, maybe even a TikTok channel if you want, and choose them from here. Maybe we can do it for YouTube. So we need to sign in with the Google account associated with the account. And as you can see here, I can choose Profit Protocol. You want to click on Continue, and you want to give access to everything. Click on Continue, and you should be redirected to Radar, and it says channel successfully connected. You want to click Close, and now as you can see under settings, you have a list of your connected channels. Now we want to head back over to publishing, and maybe you want to make a post tomorrow. So we'll click the plus sign, and then you can choose all of the channels where you want to post. In my case, I'm just going with the Profit Protocol channel because that's the only one that I've added so far. And then you can basically drop the files here. So you have to click on the cloud, and you can choose upload from your device. Then the file picker will appear. Let's just go with this one, just so you can see how it looks. So you get the image preview, so to speak. You can choose your YouTube channel. You can choose a title. This is a nice image, and you can even add a caption. You can also add text for YouTube, and then you click schedule after you've decided at what time you want to post. So maybe you want to post tomorrow at 9:31, click apply, and then you click schedule, and then your post will appear inside of this calendar window. As you can see, content created has been successfully created, and you could preview it, you can view it, but this is how you schedule posts in Radar. So pretty easy, and you can do this for many different social media accounts, because at the end of the day, this strategy really is about volume, right? You won't be successful. Let me quickly go back to the strategy. So you won't be successful if you just post once per day, or if you just post, I don't know, on one account. You need multiple accounts, and you need multiple posts per day. Maybe you can post in the morning, in the evening, and around noon. And it will just take a bit of time. So this is not a get rich quick scheme, right? You will need a few days, maybe even maybe 30 to 45 days, where you have to constantly post, not just image posts, but also create content on YouTube, so that you, well, just show people that you're not just in for the quick buck, that you provide constant value. And over time, you will slowly but steadily build your own community, and together with your community, you can build a business, so to speak. So now let's head back over to the strategy. And as I've said now, I think we'll call it a day for now, because the next thing that we need to tackle is the content automation system. So not just relying on Radar, but automating the process of generating the images. And we also haven't covered short form content yet. We're also going to do this. I'm going to show you how to use CapCut, how to use a service called, I think it's called Gen 3, right? Yeah, it's called Runway Gen 3. So this is a service that you can use to basically create videos from your input images. Now, as you can see here, all of these videos that you can see are made of a single image. And this will be part of the next video where I'm going to explain this service and also show you a little bit of programming that I've done, so you can use my code and do the same. But for now, I think that's about it. And if you like this video, please considering to like it and to subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video.